Hey guys, how is everybody today? Hope you're all well. Welcome back to Trekyards One Hit Wonders. Captain Foley and Samuel Calkins are back with you today for your debriefing. And so is Tiberius the Tribble.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. Yes.
Just don't feed him, Stuart. Don't feed him.
What?
Just don't feed him much. Don't need another outbreak.
Okay. Today we're going to look at a...
What's with the hat?
Oh, I just thought I'd change it up a bit. Get the Vulcan ears. Pretend to be a science officer today instead of a captain.
You look amazing.
I know, right? Anyway, I'll take that off because it's a distraction to all you people out there. Today we're taking a look at an old, very old, ancient even, starship. The Bajoran Solar Sailor.
Or sometimes known as the Lightship.
It was in operation during the 16th to 22nd century Earth calendar.
Wow. It only had one deck and just one or two rooms. 2 crewmen of 2. But could fit a few more people, just a bit cramped.
Yeah. The ship had absolutely no weapons, which will be awesome later, and was powered by solar sails, which made it sublight vessel. However, warp speed was possible via tachyon eddies, although this was never the intention of the shipbuilders or designers. So the ship was not structurally designed for fast and light travel, yet was just about able to hold together under low warp conditions.
Yeah. And it was one of the Bajoran's very first spacefaring ships, which shows sort of the way they were going in terms of spaceflight. Rather than propulsion, sails. Good idea. And it was the very first craft to travel between Bajor and Cardassia, and was first contact. And we know how well that went, so... yeah.
The Cardassians referred to these stories as fairy tales, refusing, of course, to believe or admit that the Bajorans had achieved faster than light travel, even before them, even if it was accidentally. So,
but Benjamin Sisko and Jake Sisko actually proved these fairy tales were real, even though Miles O'Brien, who obviously knows, chief engineer of DS9, said the actual ship design shouldn't really be able to make it to Cardassia because it would take several weeks, and there's enough oxygen for 2 weeks, or several years, to Cardassia. But then they found out about the tachyon eddies, sort of changed the playing field a bit. But
yeah. Ironically, though, after Sisko had made this journey successfully to Cardassia Prime, the Cardassians suddenly announced, "Oh, hey, we did discover an ancient Bajoran light ship on Cardassia." So, conspiracy much?
Yeah.
Using tachyons that collided with the sails, they were able to achieve a semi-controlled warp jump. So not really initiating warp speed per se, just kind of getting a boost to warp and then kind of probably coasting.
And one nice little behind-the-scenes bit of information is the cabin they actually fitted with old sailing equipment to give it a bit of genuine feel, and it looks great. Added to the effect.
Because of the early unexpected warp jump like this, some early Bajorans bypassed the Dinaris belt, which is a charged plasma field in the Bajoran system, and crash landed on Cardassia Prime, which is 5.25 light years away. So,
impressive.
Pretty good distance, yeah.
And a notable light ship was launched in 9174 Bajoran calendar, which is 500 years after the first light ship, or 2172 Federation calendar. It was flown by the notable Bajoran poet Arcoram Lan, who disappeared in the Denoris belt. We thought he did, and then he turned up again in a later episode of DS9 from the wormhole in 2372 Federation calendar.
Yeah, Sisko built his replica in 2371 using only the same materials that the ancient Bajorans had available at the time.
He was a bit OCD about that, wasn't he? Gotta be right.
Yeah. The only modern refinement he added was artificial gravity because he said that weightlessness made him feel queasy.
Yeah, I can get that. And another behind-the-scenes bit, illustrator Jim Martin described the ship as a Bajoran turtle with gossamer wings. So,
interesting. Writer Rene Echeverria even told Martin he wanted the ship to have a very Jules Verne look to it. So they outfitted the cabin with, like you said earlier, wood, brass, and looks similar to ancient sailing vessels.
Yeah. And unlike most Star Trek, or a lot of one-off Star Trek episodes, ships it wasn't a reuse of a previous model. They really want to put a lot of attention to detail in this. So they made a brand new model and they put a lot of time into it.
The ship was designed to be able to jettison a sail via explosive bolts should there be any significant damage. Cisco, in fact, did have to do this procedure after the ship was damaged as a result of his unexpected warp jump.
Another bit of background information, the Solar Sailor was actually recognised as the most imaginative use of vehicle to travel in space, and was awarded the Vision of the Future award at the Space Frontier Future Foundation in 1995. The award was presented by Robbery Steele, the world's most foremost expert on solar sails. Got through that one okay.
The CGI model they used was created by John Knoll at Industrial Light and Magic.
As a result of this, the ship was a major department from most of the other ships normally seen in Star Trek.
In this episode, we had Star Trek's first ever reference to a bathroom in regards to the compact size of the Solar Sailor, as Jake Sisko asks when he first enters the ship.
And the Solar Sailor was one of the production designer Herman Zimmerman and illustrator Jim Martin's personal favourite Star Trek ships that they designed, saying, "It's too bad we can't use it again."
So let's move on to discussion now.
Okay.
I gotta say, this is a very cool looking little ship. As a model builder, it would be really cool to build, although probably very hard, and it'd be kind of cool to build it in a bottle.
That would make sense.
No, but seriously, I do love the old school approach to shipbuilding. Another cool thing is that in Star Trek IV: The Voyage Home, when some of the ships lose power because of the probe, you hear one of the captains reporting back to Starfleet Command talking about his engineer creating a makeshift solar sail to generate enough power to keep them alive. So that's very cool. That's kind of real technology. NASA actually even employs that today, or hopes to use it more extensively. And it's really a cool place to start for space travel within a solar system. It's a great way to produce like cheap, plentiful energy. It also fits with the Bajoran look and feel.
Yeah.
I mean, they were artisans, poets, and craftsmen, so it suits their aesthetic, and they're very non-militaristic.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a little bit torn about this ship. I do like it, but something, I don't know, I've always been a bit lukewarm about it. I'm not really sure why. In terms of what I do like, it's a great concept, like you say. I mean, the idea of solar sails, capturing that bountiful potential out there is really, really interesting, and they do it very well, I think, in the episode. It's very unique. I mean, how often do we see what is essentially a sailboat in space? It's quite striking. Something I think people remember when they see it, which is kind of what you want to do with a unique ship design.
I don't really think there is anything I don't really like about the design, except for the fact that they don't really have... I've never been a fan of the Bajorans, so their look and whole aesthetics bothers me. They kind of seem like a bunch of religious space hippies to me.
That'll be some interesting debates in the comments now, but okay. Yeah, I'm also not a massive fan of Bajorans. I don't really like their aesthetic, from their phases to, But I can definitely appreciate the ship. I do like it, and I think my big gripe with it is that I'm with Miles O'Brien. It's not really very tough in the sense of what the episode makes it out to do. And I know you have to suspend disbelief, but I don't think it would have survived such a trip in warp. I mean, think about it. It hasn't even got a deflector dish, and that's an essential piece of warp technology. So, suspend disbelief, yeah, okay, it's a nice little ship, great concept, but I don't think it would have really worked. And I think that bugs me. I think it's a bit too far. But it's still cool. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, like you just said, that's a good point. The deflector dish prevents like little particles from flying through your ship.
They barely had windows.
I know, I think it would be ripped apart.
Yeah.
The next ship in the One Hit Wonders, I think we'll look at the USS Aurora from the TOS episode Way to Eden.
Oh dear.
We will look at both the original 60s version, which is as well as the reimagined, remastered version, which is good. Pretty cool. So
cool. That's right. And as always, we have a bit of verses, but this time, as with all the One Hit Wonders, we're going to fight the ship we just had with another ship of relatively same capabilities somewhere in the Star Trek universe. So I think I'm going to win this one. Let's just start out by saying that. So Stuart, what ship have you picked against my Bajoran Solar Sailor?
I'm going to go with something small from Next Generation, the Type 15 shuttlecraft. Or shuttle pod. Sorry, shuttle pod.
All right.
This has 2 phaser 4s on it, so not a lot of firepower.
Okay, so you win. But
That's it.
Okay, well let's make a bit of a fight here. Let's say my solar sailor's armed with 10 micro quantum torpedo launchers and a transphasic shield device. You lose.
Yeah, but by that logic, my ship should be able to have like full-size quantum torpedo launchers and I don't know, phaser tens, like the ones that are mounted on star bases.
God. No, I think the only thing I can say with my ship is maybe say it has a harpoon sort of device. Maybe I can get a good shot. I mean, I'm sure you have shields, but a physical metal thing might go through your ship. I don't know. Maybe I can use the tachyons somehow. I mean, it's being hit by tachyons. I can redistribute them into a tachyon gun.
Tachyon beam from your deflector dish that you don't have.
Tachyon beam fire at you, and then you'll be something.
I like your harpoon idea, like the laser harpoon or like an atomic missile harpoon, something old school.
I have nothing else to say about this.
I think you're toast, bud.
Next time.
Okay, so that's it for the Solar Sailor, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, check out the Facebook page, Trekyards.com, our Twitter account. There's lots of cool stuff going on all those. And hope to see you guys very soon.
And let us know what you think of the Solar Sailor in the comments. It's quite a unique ship, and let us know what's your favourite thing about it. And if you think it would actually have survived warp. But tell us why.
There you go. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. As always, this is Commander Cockings.
Oh, hi. We're all around. Hey.
And Captain Foley signing off for now. Bye, guys.